With gay and lesbian people, there were two separate political trajectories that came together. For men, the partial decriminalisation of homosexuality in 1967 had meant growing freedom for queer men to meet up, to live together, and to form even discrete communities in major cities. For women, their sexual liberation was coming through a vibrant and vocal feminist movement that was encouraging all women to express their sexuality and take heart in their own right to choose, so that law reforms over abortion and divorce in the late 1960s and early 70s were key to women feeling that they had more control over their bodies and that they had rights to happiness and self-determination. The homophile movements that were largely invisible to the mainstream for the past century had gradually been accruing members in the 50s and 60s. And these were quiet organisations who principally provided support for often isolated individuals. However, they were rife with debate and discussion regarding homosexual rights, and broader, more politically inclusive principles of democracy and justice were key to how they talked about themselves and their place in the world. So there already existed a well-informed, lively subculture or subcultures that were ripe for more active participation in the public sphere, as gradually happened during the late 60s and into the 70s. So, thinking about the larger political context then, it was in this sort of foment of opposition really that the British Gay Liberation Front formed in 1970. And it was part of a whole new way of thinking about the world that signified a new age of freedom, of spontaneity and of openness. GLF, as it was known, was also politically and ideologically left. It was informed by the popular Marxism sweeping the Western world and consolidating opposition to what it saw as what it called the man. And this was a kind of popular phrase or idea of the time that came out of black American subcultural shorthand for symbolising, I suppose, rich, white, middle-class, heterosexual capitalists. And by talking about the man, you were talking about this group's supposed attempts to suppress the lifestyles of others and to keep society under the thumb, repressed, conformist and conservative.